Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through a brief overview of the Dreame X60 app settings. We'll just go through each setting line by line so you can get a feel for what to expect with the Dreame X60. If you're interested in the X60, the link to it will be in the video description. So we're in the Dreame home app right now. It's available for iOS and Android devices. We have our X60 selected. You'll notice it's currently charging. Down at the bottom, we have two big buttons, start cleaning and return home to charge. Ours is currently charging, so we could dispatch it to start cleaning. Above that in the center is a shortcuts button, and then to the right of that, there's a video camera icon, so we can do live video monitoring where you can patrol this around your house. And then we also have a go button there, so we can select the go button, and we're taken into more device settings. We could also just tap the image of our X60 to be at this screen as well. We'll just start from the top and work our way down. Most of our settings can be found in the top right-hand corner. To the left of the X icon is a little settings icon. So we can see our cleaning history. We also can set a schedule here. So we can add a schedule, time, which days of the week you want it to repeat. Where do you want it to clean? What do you want it to clean? How do you want it to clean? All of that can be adjusted there in the scheduling option. Then we have our consumables. This gives us a breakdown and a rundown of common parts and components and when it's time to replace them. So pretty sweet. You can see that very detailed here for each item. And there's the vacuum bag, replace as needed. Moving right along, common settings. So here's our dock settings. You can adjust the washing mode. Do you want smart mop washing? And there's no right or wrong for all these settings here. It's just what works best for you or what do you prefer for your house and environment. Mop washing water level, water saving, standard or deep. Water temps, normal, mild, warm, high temperature or high temperature soaking. That's hot water mopping. Take about 5 minutes, so it will take a little bit longer if you want to enable that. Then further down, detergent settings, mop washing with detergent, mopping with detergent, multi-tank detergent. So we can choose tank A, off for standard, B, off for standard, right? High frequency, all of that right there. Then we have our dry settings, 2, 3, or 4 hours for drying. Auto mop drying, you can enable or disable. Auto empty frequency, off, standard, high, or low. Just adjust that depending on how dirty your house is or how many pets you have, that sort of thing. Hair compression, enable or disable that. That'll help if you have, again, pretty hairy household. Washboard base auto clean, you can start that. Next, we have our floor cleaning settings. Do you want it to clean along the floor direction? Auto lifting LDS, off, security coverage, or extreme. Basically, how aggressive do you want to be going under furniture? Cleaning frequency, standard or high. I leave it on high personally. Edge and corner cleaning. AI-driven side reach. So you can click that question mark. It'll show you a really cool animation of the side reach in action. Same with AI-driven mop extend. Click that question mark, you can see the mop extend. Do you want to toggle on mop extension for gaps? Basically, it'll wiggle and shake the mop. What about intensive cleaning for furniture legs? So up to you what you want to enable or disable. And then same thing, cleaning frequency. How often do you basically want this feature to be enabled? Deep cleaning, do you want to do pressurized cleaning? Obstacle area re-cleaning. If it detects something there, it'll take note, like a missed area and re-clean. Auto attach and detach mop. That's for your carpets and how you want it to handle that, which is nice. Next is our carpet cleaning settings. So what do you want it to do when it encounters carpets? Do you want to vacuum, avoid, ignore, or cross carpets? If you choose vacuum, then you have this mop lift option. You can hit more. Do you want it to remove the mop on carpet or just lift the mops? And then we have some additional carpet cleaning settings. Clean carpets first, carpet boost, intensive carpet cleaning, side brush rotating on the carpet. Do you want to enable or disable that? And then lifting chassis to clean carpet. That'll just help it prevent getting stuck and ensure complete coverage depending on your carpet thickness. Next, we have our obstacle crossing settings. So you can enable or disable. If you want to enable it, then you can adjust the intelligent obstacle crossing here. How do you want it to handle? So let it pick and choose, force it into the hurdle style. Or synchronized dual leg obstacle crossing. Next, we have more functions. Voice prompts, do not disturb mode, ring light always on, resume cleaning mode, power saving cleaning, child lock, notifications. Here's our battery. Do you want to enable off-peak charging to save some money? Do you want to limit the charging? Remote control, so we can drive it manually. We can also adjust the navigation module up and down with the remote control. Wi-Fi, device maintenance. So robot water tank draining, you can do that if you need to move it. Find the robot if it's missing around your house. And then we have some smart settings. So pet care options. If you have a pet in your house, you can enable that. Pet cleaning, pet activity zone, pet guard, and pet moments. Voice assistant, if you want to enable the Dreame voice assistant, you can do that here. Intelligent obstacle avoidance. I like to have the pictures enabled myself to see what it is, and it gives you a confidence rating. Collision avoidance mode. Fill light. You can enable or disable the LED light on your vacuum. Next, real-time camera settings. You can disable that if you want, or enable it. Schedule a cruise, view your cruising history, live video prompts, security settings. All of that can be adjusted there. Laboratory functions. This is kind of like beta features. Stain recognition, large particle boost, active light enhanced detection. So again, you can learn more about each of these right here. There's stain recognition. Here's large particle boost. And then here's the active light enhanced detection. So very neat features. Then we can view device info, device sharing, firmware updates, help section, suggestions, and delete the device from your account. We'll go back out to the main screen. We'll keep working our way down. Next on the right-hand side is the map editing icon. We have two tabs here, map editing and map display. Map display, self-explanatory. Do you want to view any of these icons and features on the map? You can choose to enable or disable those. 2D and 3D map viewing, as well as being able to rotate the map 90 degrees to see it how you want. Map editing allows us to rename, backup, restore, or delete our map. We can adjust the cleaning order of each rooms. We can add furniture on the map. We can identify low clearance areas for it to better lower the module and go under. We can add thresholds, so passable and impassable thresholds, as well as a ramp. If we have a room that we've built a ramp up, we can identify where the ramp is for the vacuum to take advantage of that. We have room partition, so we can merge, divide, hide, or rename rooms. We have no-go zones and virtual walls, so we can add virtual walls. Everything's drag and drop. We can add no-go zones. It will not vacuum and mop in there. Or we can add no mop zones. It won't mop in there, but it'll still vacuum in that zone. Next, we have floor materials, so we can adjust floor materials as well as carpet settings, add carpet, all of that. And then lastly, we have curtains. So you can identify curtains in your house, and it will attempt to try to clean under the curtains as opposed to avoiding or trying to get stuck under them. So you have that option there. And if you're wondering, how do I create more maps? This map management option towards the right-hand corner of the screen at the top. So it's opposite the map one name. We can select that. And from here, we can adjust our house type, single or multi-floor. We can choose how it switches and reads rooms with the mapping. Do you want it to automatically do that at the start of the task? Or do you want to manually switch which map it's on? And then you notice we already looked at some of these settings previously, but here they are again. And at the very bottom, create a map. We can do fast mapping right there and create another map for our robot. All right, then moving down, we have our video camera icon. This takes us to live video monitoring, where we can patrol and cruise around our house, take photos, videos, all of that good stuff right there. It gives us not only cleaning functionality, but also home security functionality with our robot. Below that now, we're below the map. On the left-hand side, it says vacuum and mop. We can adjust our cleaning settings. Vacuum mode, vacuum and mop after vacuuming, or we can customize each individual room to different features. And then for each setting, we have different suction levels, different route options. Mopping, we have different wetness levels, different route options, quick to deep. You get the idea there. If we don't want to think about it, we can just enable Clean Genius for hands-free cleaning. It does all of the recommendations and everything for you right there. It's up to you and what you want to do. But that's how we adjust our cleaning settings. And then below that, we have 3 tabs: Zone, All, and Room. So choose how you want to clean. All is going to clean everywhere. Zone is going to clean just the drag and drop boxes that you have. You can add multiples of each zones. You can have multiple zones and choose to clean each zone up to 3 times. And then we have the room option. Just pick and choose a room or multiple rooms if you don't want to clean your whole house. And then below that, left-hand corner, we have the clean button. So now we can enable our clean. It'll go out and vacuum or mop. And then the right-hand side, bottom right-hand corner, we have the dock button. This gives us all of our dock settings. We can auto empty, we can wash the mops, we can dry the mops, and we can also view our dock settings. So this takes us to some of the quick settings. And then we already looked at all these within the settings gear, and then we can hit that more button at the bottom to take us right back to all of our dock settings that we looked at previously. So again, that's under the settings gear icon, dock settings. But a couple different ways to get to a lot of these features. And then don't forget, we also have a search bar in the top right-hand corner. You can search for your setting as well right there. So it's a very feature-rich, customizable app. It'll take a few minutes to get familiar with it. And it'll take you a couple minutes, just get in a routine and a rhythm of what settings you like or don't like, what are optimal or not optimal for your house and environment. But overall, a lot of customization right at your fingertips.